Thank you for joining us in the ADE's Learn More series. In this video series, you can view the full training or choose from a variety of videos including the introduction, features, or sharing exercises electronically, and more. In this video session, you will learn about the various navigation options for GARRP 2. Our first task in learning GARRP is to find out what we are looking for through the navigation tabs. I will briefly review the navigation tabs, then we will explore them more in depth. The Billboard is where you find all of our broadcasts and news we want to share with you. Check the Billboard each time you log in. The Billboard includes information related to essential software updates, frequently asked questions, training dates and videos, and exciting articles. The Student tab is where you enter your new students and find your database. You can create new students, review client records, or close them after completing their course. You can always search for a student if you need to transfer a needs assessment to an evaluator. Classes are where you enter class information, including the instructor details, session schedules, and cap the number of students you will accept into a course. Class creation is only needed if you use the contracts inside GARRP or allow students to enroll themselves in a specific course. Notifications are where you receive messages about clients as they open documents or if an item bounces back. You will have options as to what information you will receive. Reports are where you can gather various information, including your assessment roster, client details, or even non-client data information. The library includes the GARRP manual and various documents you might want to print, such as a needs score sheet, questionnaire, a PRI test in English or Spanish, and more. This way you can always have a clean, fresh copy. ADE billing is where you will receive your monthly invoice for the Georgia rebate and the needs assessment fee. There are no additional fees charged to use the GARRP application. You can pay directly, set up autopay, or print a statement and mail a check. Settings are where you create your locations. You can also add your PayPal email address so clients can pay through the application. Settings. In this video, you will learn about various features and choose which ones to utilize. Click on Settings from the Navigation tab. You will find two options. One is to connect your PayPal account and one is for locations. When you think of locations, think of the physical location, the person administering the needs assessment, and what features you want to use. The first time you log into GARRP 2, there will be two location presets, one for English, one for Spanish. You can change these or use them as they are. If you are using your own contracts and processing the needs assessment yourself and collecting data on paper and pencil, watch the video for manual processing. For those wanting to utilize more of the optional features, you will need to customize your application. Click on New, add a location for each employee registering clients or entering a needs assessment. Give the location a short name or nickname such as Renee EN. This represents Renee, and the needs assessment will be provided to the client. Type in the employee's name as it appears on the contract. Add the school's information for certification number, address, phone number, and email address. This information will populate on contracts. Choose which features you want to utilize. All features checked can be accessed electronically, either in-house through a kiosk or remotely on a client's device. The features available are assessment, documents, payments, enrollment, and transfers. The assessment feature will allow students to take the needs assessment electronically. Document features allow clients to sign documents. Payment features means clients can make payments through the application, and it requires clients to complete payments before they go on to the next task. Utilizing the enrollment features lets students choose from a list of available courses. The course information will populate onto the intervention contract. To use this feature, you must first create the courses under the Classes tab. Transferring the needs assessment to a clinical evaluator, risk reduction school, or another entity has never been easier than with the transfer feature. You can share the results without printing, faxing, or filling out forms by hand. The client can sign the needs transfer form, also known as the release of information. Once you create the locations, choose the features, set up the classes. If using the enrollment feature, you can start entering clients. Create classes. The Classes tab is where you can schedule your courses. To create a new class, click the New button at the bottom of the class schedule table. This will bring up a new window for you to fill in your class information. Give each class a unique name, such as the class dates, identify the instructor for each class, and specify the capacity for the class. Type in session details. You can schedule up to 10 sessions. Include the start times and how long they will last. When creating your first class, your instructor may not be listed. To add them, click the blue Other button, which will allow you to type in their name. When selected, the course details will populate on the intervention contract. Understanding the class view. Click the Classes tab. You can view your classes or create classes here. When you click on a class detail table pops up. The columns to the right of the student's name have indicator circles telling you the progress of each student. The tabs are Contracts, Assessments, Payment, and Messages. If they are all green, it's all good. A full green circle means that they have completed tasks related to this item. If it is partially orange, it means they have completed half the items. If it is not filled in or looks like a 0, they have not started or completed the task or have unsubscribed, such as in Messages. A full green circle in the Messages columns indicates that they can receive messages from the application. If you need clients to sign documents or complete exercises, they must be able to receive messages. If there is a 0 beside their name, or you see a red message on the client card that reads, "Student will not receive notifications, unsubscribed," that means they will not receive notifications. You can call the student and ask them to resubscribe or ask their permission to resubscribe them to the application. They can resubscribe on their own by going to an old notification message and clicking on Preferences. They will need to uncheck the box that states, "I do not want to receive notifications from GARRP, unsubscribe." Once they are resubscribed, the client red notice will go away and the 0 will be filled in as green. If on the client card it states "Student will not receive notifications, no contact," that just means that their contact information was not added and you can go in and update the information. If the client gives you permission to resubscribe them to the application, you can do this by using the kiosk function. I suggest you make a note in the client file by clicking on Note at the bottom of the client card. Document that the client gave you permission to send them notifications. Create new clients. To create a new client, click on the Student tab. Click on New at the bottom of the table. Fill in required information. If you are using your own contracts and completing the needs assessment on paper, then only fill in the information that is bold: name, driver's license, gender, and race. Choose the location for this operation, the county code and offense code. Click Create at the bottom of the table. You can then click on the Needs Survey and input your answers. Watch the manual processing video for more information. If you are using contracts inside the application, you will also need to fill out all of the information, then click Create. If your student is completing the task on their own device, they will be getting a text message or email from ADE. They can click on the link and complete the task. If you want them to complete a task in your office using one of your devices, you will use the kiosk method. On the right side of the student card, you will see Functions. Click on Kiosk Code. Remember the 4-digit code. On the device the student is using, go to the URL kiosk.adeincorp.com. It will also include your customer code. You may want to bookmark or create a shortcut on your device for this operation. Enter your 4-digit code and the student's task will appear. Once they complete the task, they can exit. Your needs assessment will be processed, ready to view or print. Sharing exercises and the needs summary. From the Classes tab, the instructor would choose the appropriate class. This opens the class view. The instructor would select the function they would like to utilize. To share the needs summary, an instructor would click on the option and choose whom to share the needs with, either all of the students or students that need to sign them electronically. The instructor will be able to do the same with a final exam or course evaluation. To learn more about the options in GARRP 2, please review the manual located in the library or to attend the training. We look forward to facilitating you getting the most out of GARRP. Thank you for joining us in ADE's Learn More series. We hope you will check out more videos in our series.